Don't buy a new Apple Watch until you watch today's video, especially if you want the latest and greatest like the current Series 7, because in just 3 more months, or 2 more months actually, we'll have the next generation version of that Apple Watch, and that is the all new brand new Series 8. But in addition to that, we're going to have additional options because rumor has it a Pro version of the Apple Watch is coming out as well, which is said to be more durable than ever before, going to have a larger display and a much larger battery. So holding off and just wait for 2 more months may be beneficial and would be my recommendation. And if you're looking to buy the most affordable and best value Apple Watch, trust me, ignore the Series 3, which I have right here, because rumor also has it a SE2 is also coming out and shouldn't cost anything much more than the current $199 Series 3, because this is going to be discontinued. I'll go more into information more about why in just a little bit. So all this information from today's video is going to be basically summarized from today's latest leaks, rumors from trusted sources and such that we've been hearing for recent weeks now. So this is a complete video why you're probably better off just holding off, especially if you're in the market for a brand new Apple Watch. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's just talk about what we have available currently. So as the time making this video, the Series 3 is available and it retails for $199. And the quick summary to the Series 3 is basically this. It got released back in 2017. You heard me right, 2017. My honest review for it, it's super slow and doesn't really perform quite as well compared to a modern Apple Watch like the next entry-level price, the Apple Watch SE. Again, I'll talk more about these two in just a little bit. Where the Series 3 does shine is that it can do the basic step tracking as well as other data gathering. So for workouts, it's able to calculate your estimate calorie burn, your steps, distance you run because it does have built-in GPS, monitor your heart rate in terms of logging that data, but that's basically it. And watchOS 8 is supported on the Series 3, but the upcoming newly released watchOS 9 unfortunately is not supported on the Series 3, which is why the Series 3 is going to highly likely be discontinued from Apple because they're not going to support its operating system anymore. For $50 more, you could actually get yourself the Apple Watch SE, which is the one I personally recommend for anybody who just doesn't want the latest and greatest in terms of unnecessary features like the always on display, ECG, but for everything else, the SE is more than capable, as it does have an impressive 32 gigabytes of internal storage. The SE, the Series 3, unfortunately only has 8 gigabytes of internal storage. The SE has 32, just like the latest Series 7, and possibly the upcoming Series 8 will also have this storage capacity. It has a much bigger display because this actually follows the modern look of the Apple Watch, which means it has plenty of support from similar accessories for the Series 4, 5, 6. It's all compatible on the SE. It has a 2nd generation heart rate sensor as well, so it's able to monitor a little bit more data compared to the Series 3. It has sleep tracking capabilities. It has safety features like fall detection, and received some new features which came out for watchOS 8, like the automatic hand washing 20-second timer. And of course, it will be fully compatible for watchOS 9 when that comes out in just a couple of months. And then of course we have the Series 7, which I have right here. The Series 8 said and has rumored to be followed the same body screen design. So you're gonna have this 2 screen size choices to choose from, the larger 41 as well as the 45 millimeter, which is a millimeter bigger than the SE. It has the blood oxygen monitoring sensors, the heart rate sensor, ECG support, sleep tracking just like the SE. Then of course it has the new color choices to choose from like Midnight and Starlight for the aluminum chassis style. But the Series 7 is going to be discontinued. Obviously it's going to be replaced by the brand new Series 8, which should continue the same price tag that the Series 7 sells for. So for about 2 more months, for the same price tag that the Series 7 will cost, you could buy the brand new latest Series 8. So based off the leaks and rumors that we have so far about the Series 8, the new improvements is basically going to be it. It's going to have a new body temperature sensor, allegedly, which can be used to actually monitor and verify if you actually are having a fever or not. And then not too long ago, Mark Gurman, a well-known Apple leaker, recently left a statement on Twitter stating a couple interesting things about the upcoming Apple Pro. The few most impressive things that I noticed is that he did state that the body itself is going to be made out of non-aluminum, but will be more resistant. Now this could indicate a couple of things. What I think will possibly happen is the chassis of this new Apple Pro, since it's built to be more rugged for the outdoors, it may come standard in the titanium chassis, which titanium is known to be much more durable and lightweight than the standard grade aluminum that Apple has been using on the Sport Apple Watch. He also stated that the Pro Apple Watch will also finally have a much larger battery, which makes sense. With a large display, it's definitely going to need the additional juice because the screen size can actually be a 2-inch display. Now, rugged smartwatches isn't anything new. Garmin smartwatches have been doing this for a while, and the price tag for these more durable smartwatches, they can actually range close to $1,000 or beyond. So something tells me if there's different trim levels you could purchase on this thing, the entry-level price for the Apple Watch Pro can be possibly around $799, $800 basically. But based off images that have been floating around the internet for the last couple of weeks, this Apple Watch Pro will follow the current Apple Watch design with those sharper edges, bezels over the display, giving the display enough protection as possible to prevent itself from making contact on the screen. Finally makes sense to the images that we've been seeing last year for the upcoming Series 7, because the host from Front Page Tech was really confident that his inside source was giving him leak images of the upcoming Apple Watch. And I believe those leak images that he was receiving, he also thinks this way as well, is basically images of the upcoming Apple Watch Pro, which is going to hopefully be released sometime this year. Aside from that, the Apple Watch Pro will carry the same similar feature we're going to go ahead and see on the Series 8 onto the Apple Watch Pro. So both of those new upcoming Apple Watches will have all the safety features and health features that the Series 7 has, just that additional body temperature sensor. And then as for the upcoming Apple Watch SE 2, the newer version of the much more affordable Apple Watch, we'll probably see the same processor that's found on the Series 7 onto the new SE 2. Maybe we'll finally see ECG support on the SE, some new additional colors, but the always on display hardware, I don't think it's going to be available for the SE 2. I think the always on display is just something for the premium models, not for the SE, unfortunately. But I could be totally wrong once more. I'm just saying that the current SE, its chipset was actually a relabeled chipset of the Apple Watch S5, and the S5 at the time had the always on display hardware, but Apple decided not to include it for the SE. So I think the SE in general, that lineup, will just not have always on display. But hopefully we may finally see new color choices become available for the SE too, like that midnight color finally replacing the space gray color. Aside from that, yeah, once more, if you're in the market for a brand new Apple Watch or you're planning on upgrading, I would just suggest just holding off for now, because just again, in just 2 more months, the next generation Apple Watches are going to come out, and the price tag is going to continue from the current Apple Watches to the new ones. And then if the specs aren't that impressive, that means the current Apple Watches are going to go on sale, especially in like normal retail stores like Best Buy and Target. You're going to get a hefty discount, which isn't too bad. Aside from that, there you guys have it. Let me know in the comment section what you think of the next generation batch of Apple Watches, and what are your thoughts about the upcoming rumored Apple Watch Pro, because at this point I think Apple is just adding Pro to basically anything. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section which one of these Apple Watches are you going to actually wait for, or are you just going to go ahead and pick up the current one, or just wait until the current one go on sale. Let me know what's your plan in the comment section down below. And yes, I'll be down there in the comment section for the first 2 hours of the upload of this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to watch more, check out this video over here as I go through all the awesome hidden features and some cool settings you definitely need to adjust, especially if you're on the beta version of iOS 16. In that video over there, that's just the video YouTube's recommending specifically for you. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.